now I remember why I quit my job. It is currently 4:30 in the morning. We've gotten up nice and early. We're gonna be meeting with Lam, our driver for the day, and he's gonna be taking us to the famous Angkor Wat to watch the Angkor Wat sunrise. We're definitely not the only ones coming to see the sunrise. There has to be at least like 150, 200 people just in here getting their tickets alone. This is a very big draw here in Siem Reap. It's kind of like the only reason people come to Siem Reap. $37, it gives you access to all the temples in the area. That right there is the ticket. So maybe it's busy season right now, but this is madness. Truckloads of people getting dropped off left, right, and center. This place is gonna be packed. I'm really hoping we get a good view of the sunrise. I'm starting to see a bit of redness peak behind the temple here. We're running a little late here, so we're not exactly set up, but the sun is starting to rise. Was it worth getting up early? Definitely. This is an incredible sunrise, guys, and I definitely see why people come to Angkor Wat to watch it. It's really amazing to watch the outline, like it's a giant silhouette from the temple, and you can just faintly see it at the beginning, and by the end it's like a beautiful contrast against the red sky. I'm shooting like 8 versions of time lapses here, and then the guys are off shooting different cinematics, so we've definitely got all our bases covered here. I wish we'd gotten here 20 minutes ago. It would be nice to have a bit more setup time and make sure I had B shot instead of just A shot. As you can probably make out, it is sprawling. These walls just go on forever, and the amount of detail and intricacy that's in each of the temples, the walls, the statues, the handrails, it's pretty amazing, and you can see it stood the time. This is why we got up early, got up at 4:30 in the morning, and it was 100% worth it. This is the sunrise over Angkor Wat. So far we've only showed you the courtyard and watched the sunrise from over Angkor Wat, and now we're actually inside the temple. We're going to show you around a little bit. Let's go down this corridor here. It's pretty busy. Angkor Wat was built in the 12th century, and it was actually originally a Hindu temple. It was dedicated to Vishnu, which I believe is a fish, and he's a god in the Hindu faith. And it later became Buddhist, which is what it is today. It's a Buddhist temple. This massive temple sprawls over 162 hectares, and the moat that was built around the entire temple is actually man-made. It's 3.2 kilometers long, and it's massive. Right there is actually a queue, a lineup to get to the very top of Angkor Wat. And what I remember from last time being here, this is the holiest part of all of Angkor Wat, and for that reason, I remember they told Laura that if she was gonna go up, she actually had to put something over her shoulders. She was wearing a tank top at the time. And they're pretty loose on dress code here, like they're not super strict, but generally speaking, you do want to make sure that if you're a female to wear pants, and even if you're a male to wear pants. They do have somewhat double standards. That's just part of the culture, but that is changing with time, definitely. I went to a place in Myanmar, in Burma, and they literally had a sign that said no women allowed in here. So it's like different parts of the world have different outlooks on that, and it is changing for the most part.
Driver, stop the yeast now. Do you fucking understand? Stop the fucking car.
When you start seeing people like that, all you can do is laugh and be thankful that you're not their taxi driver. Stop the fuck up. I get it. I'm not a morning person either.
He needs his morning coffee.
Yeah, he does. Ah, what is that? No! Ah. So according to my extensive research, which I did on Wikipedia, it took about 37 years to build the original Angkor Wat. There have been a lot of different additions from there, but the main construction, yeah, happened over about 40 years. You need guide?
You want to see Angkor Wat? I show you, I give you a special price. Cheap for you.
Angkor Wat! So it's actually a lot quieter here now that sunrise is over. Basically, most people leave probably after the sunrise, maybe half an hour after. It's cleared up quite a bit. So if you want to avoid crowds, come around that maybe 8 o'clock mark. But then again, maybe it's worth just seeing the sunrise and dealing with the crowds because it was really beautiful. A really good time. Someone even say it's been Angkor lit.
Angkor Wat is the name of city. Inside Angkor Wat we have around 5 temples.
You're probably seeing this and thinking, wait, wasn't Christian doing a documentary on elephants? And Black Tusk is probably about a week away from completion, probably about 2 weeks away from being posted. Stay tuned because I'm hoping that we will change what is going on here. Elephant riding is not cool. Just arrived at Bayon Temple. This is my favorite. I've been here before. Instead of explaining, I'm just gonna show you. So I think we're getting the attention of the guards here. I hear them calling and they're like, something, something, camera. And then I tried to say hi and he just gave me a dirty look. Whatever, your camera's so small, you'd be like, what do you want? Haters gonna hate, I guess. I'm off in the jungle. Haven't seen anybody for 6 days. Crikey, I don't think anyone's been here since the late 1200th century. That's not a thing, 12th century. There's absolutely no one here. This is a miracle. Even the slightest wrong movement will trigger. Now, you don't have to be an expert to know that that's a booby trap right there. Secret passage here. My friend Nicolas Cage told me all about this one here. There's a secret entrance somewhere here. You just have to find the lever. There it is. So the legends were true. Here it is, the entrance to the secret covenant. Ow! Surely, it won't be long till I find the lost ark. We found it.
I think we have to take off the mic and handles, then it's no problem. Then it's okay.
So if there's no microphone, it's okay. Okay, fine.
Use only the camera.
Only the camera. Okay.
Sounds good. You're looking a little too professional these days, Ronny.
Yep.
I know.
It's incredible to be here all by myself, experiencing this, something nobody else has seen before. We're almost there to the hidden treasure. Oh my gosh, I found it. It's beautiful. The Holy Grail of Angkor Wat. Wow, would you look at that?
He's famous. He's okay. Celebrity in Ireland.
Just outside of the temple, a very horrible assembly line of people getting onto their elephants, getting off, and then they will do that basically 7 days a week until they're worked to the ground and no longer usable. Do not support these businesses. Who are you gonna call? Lamb. We are about an hour, maybe 45 minutes out from the last Bayon temple, and this one here, what's very unique about it is that it's made out of like a red sandstone. So you've got some unique colors, different architecture, and more temple-tastic times ahead of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm no scientist, but that's a big tree. Oh, good heavens. Oh, look at that. I just want you to take a second and look at that. Oh my, look at that, look at this.
Bonte Israel, Lady Temple.
Sorry, how do you say it? Bonte?
Bonte Israel.
Bonte Esrai.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's the most beautiful little thing I've ever seen. Definitely not the most impressive of the temples we've seen. Right now we're going to our last temple, which is Taprom.
It's where they filmed Tomb Raider there.
Oh, they literally filmed Tomb Raider there.
Apparently.
Laura Croft, hot girl running around, jumping on stuff. It's all coming up.
The song is popular, but not army party. Hoi hoi.
Hoi hoi.
Yeah.
We've arrived at Taprom Temple, but it feels more like a night market. We're being surrounded by people selling us, well, trying to sell us stuff. This guy's selling drums. This kid actually had the best pitch I've ever heard. He comes up to me with this like wooden flute. He plays a nice little tune, and he's like, I sell it to you for $1, a special price for you, you're my friend. And then he's like, this is where it got really interesting. He's like, you can try it. If you can't play it, you can put it right back and you don't have to buy it. I was like, this kid is a good salesman. I almost bought it. So I had to stop the crew because I got a straight fire joke. When your mom tells you to do the gardening, but it's been 2 weeks and you keep pushing it off. When you're having a night out at the bar and your friends are trying to make you leave. You get it? Looks like the tree's like holding on. It's like, no, I don't want to leave. Well, looks like you pulled the wrong Jenga stick.
When you're working by day, but you're a wizard by night.
The Nimbus Angkor. So this is what happens when you've seen too many temples. At this point, we're just like going around, making bad jokes, making bird noises, and pretending to be in Harry Potter. That has been our final temple here today. By the fourth one, as I mentioned earlier, you know, you're kind of done with it. Once you've seen one, you've seen most of them. Although Ta Prohm is very unique. Definitely a must if you're coming to Siem Reap. I just love the feel of it. Like the tree is growing out of the temple, and the trees here are beautiful. They're massive. They've got great girth. Great. Me trying to keep my life together. There's no reason. Just, you know, be careful. So the reminder, be aware, guys. Be careful, please. If you plan to come see these temples, it actually doesn't hurt to do it later in the day because it's a bit cooler and you actually don't have to deal with nearly as many people for the most part. A lot of people start their day with the sunrise at Angkor Wat, and from there everyone kind of scatters out to different temples. So I kind of recommend, if you don't necessarily want to see the sunrise at Angkor Wat, maybe go and do the temples later in the day, like start your day around noon. Because I have noticed it got a lot quieter as we've gotten further through the day. And one last thing is that getting food is actually very expensive anywhere near the temples. We ended up spending $43 US for lunch for basic food, with covering his food. It's a typical courtesy move to pay for your driver's lunch. Drivers are known to make commission off of certain restaurants, and so they'll bring you to more expensive ones. So just be aware of that. Request that you go somewhere affordable if that's, you know, something you want to do. Our lunch was good and our driver's amazing. I'm gonna have all of this stuff linked down below so you can actually check out Lamb for yourself. If you're coming to Siem Reap, he can set you up with a tour. He knows everything, he knows great English, and he's actually got a lot of information on all the places we visited. After a full day of temple running, it's time to hit the temple club. I'm not joking though, we're going to a place called the Temple Club. Pub Street. Yeah, boom boom boom. Boom boom. No, not that kind of boom boom. This is so similar to Koh San Road in Bangkok. It's insane. Everything is nicely placed, and there's not tuk-tuks coming down here because it's blocked off to foot traffic only. Oh yeah, baby. Just left Pub Street, came outside of it, and for $1.50 you can get a cocktail here. We got a couple Long Islands coming up, and alright, so we are right now at Chim's Bar where they have $1.50 cocktails. Just finished my first. This is a Long Island iced tea, and I just ordered us a Siem Reap Sunset. 3 of them for $4.50 US. Pretty cheap. Lit. Wow.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a...
How did we get? How did this happen?
I don't know actually.
They just opened a bar.
No.
Oh, the party is starting.
DJ Ronny in the house.
Play on, my dude, play on. $3 to get here. Alright guys, we just got home, so I'm signing off. Let's get lost again tomorrow.
Fan of the day.